My name is Denise Hurley, and I'm the host of Harmonies. This is a show where I bring in both local musicians in the area to showcase their music, as well as someone as my guest here today, Vance Gilbert, who is a national touring musician.
I'm both.
You're both.
I'm both.
Yes.
Yeah, because I'm local, but I tour.
That's right. But love having Vance here. Thank you for coming on my show.
Well, you and I have been friends for years,
Yes,
so
we have.
this is going to be an easy interview. Are we done yet? Can I go? Oh, no.
So, all right. So what I want to say is Vance is the most engaging folk singer on the music scene today, in my opinion. His music is a mix of storytelling, folk, jazz, and love stories. Which I love all of it. I think it's. I've been listening to his music since I was a little girl, so. So, how long have you been touring? And I just wanted to know also what it's like to be a folk singer in this moment of time right now. What's it like being a folk singer?
Well, I've been out on the road, back and forth. I tell people I drive for a living, interspersed with moments of music. Mm-hmm. And I've been doing that since '89.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I've been playing guitar since around '76.
Okay.
And I came to Boston from college and I started going to the coffee houses and such, and then I became a sort of cocktail artist, and then taught in the public schools, and then hit the ground running again, trying to do this as an actual touring musician in '89. And it was a fertile time then. And, it actually is musically a pretty fertile time for a singer-songwriter now. It can be. The whole modus operandi, getting stuff out to the public is different, though. It's a different animal altogether with all the electronic media and such. You're not. I mean, I'm making a new album as we speak, and I'm even calling it an album. But I mean, how many people are actually going to buy a CD is still in question. Mm. So it's a different thing. But I think one of the things I'm impressed with is that young musicians coming up now can do in an afternoon, collect all the music they want in an afternoon, that you and I used to have to spend months going to used record stores to find.
Yes.
And so I have great faith that people are going to be rounded musically in the time to come. You can live on pie and whiskey, but you surely won't live too long. One is as sweet as your very first kiss, the other gonna go down strong. Neither one will sustain you when the other make your belly lame and go wrong. You can live on pie and whiskey, but you surely won't live too long. You can sing yourself a lullaby like your mama sang to you. Hers was just like a ringing a bell. Yours is like a worn-out shoe. She had a voice just like honey. Yours just like leather nails and glue. You can sing yourself a lullaby like your mama sang to you. You can cry, cry, cry like no tomorrow, but yesterday done come and gone. Hijack the pie and the whiskey, kidnap your mama's soul. Oh, but worn-out shoes are made for walking. You better get a walking, 'cause you ain't gonna be here long. You can cry, cry, cry like no tomorrow. You can sing yourself a lullaby. You can live on pie and whiskey, but you surely won't live too long. Yeah.
Do you have a favorite place that you go to perform, or do you have a favorite story to share about the road?
I play quite a bit down the street from here in Cambridge at Club Passeum. Mm-hmm. I'm there about once a year. Mm-hmm. And then if you go west of here, I'm at the Iron Horse. Mm-hmm. And in Northampton, I play those places.
Those are great venues.
Yeah, they are. And I think of, when I write songs and think of performing them in front of people, I think of how it would fly at either one of those two places. I play a venue that you put together. I play that about once every 5 years or so, because I don't want to get overexposed. You're never king in your own hometown, you know. Right. And so that's those are the two places. Those are the few places that I can think of that are really pretty much home to me. And yeah, those are good places to be for me. Yeah. Okay. Goodbye, Pluto. So long to your tradition and your solo life's ambition of just whirling around the sun. Goodbye, Pluto. Being number 9 was nice till you lost your planetary status. Now you're simply rock and ice. There are 8 that spin before you and they use up all the rays that the sun gives to her children to turn the night to day. So goodbye, Pluto. I know it doesn't seem quite fair, 3,000 million miles away, and God just leaves you there. And I think I understand when the spin gets out of hand. Sometimes all that's left is how to say goodbye. Goodbye, Pluto. All this bidding you adieu. I and both of us know better that your orbiting ain't through. Never mind them, Pluto. With one roll around the sun, 250 years go by. When that year is done, by the time, Pluto, they'll be dead and gone to dust, taking their equations with them, their opinions gone to rust. And I think I understand when the spin gets out. Sometimes all that's left is how to say goodbye. La da 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 la da da da. Goodbye, old me. You were useful while you lasted. Now I'm dropping off that basket that kept springtime out of reach. Farewell, you old familiar, as you track your way through space. There comes a time when all of us are done, get replaced. So goodbye, Pluto, you'll be salty for a while, but a couple trips around old Sol, you'll be back in style, and I think I understand when the skip's out of hand. Sometimes all that's left is how to say goodbye. Sometimes all that's left is how to say goodbye.
Any special story through the years do you have
Oh,
that kind
boy.
of sticks with you?
One recently was I played a private party for an all-black audience, which was a rarity for me. A young woman hired me to play for her mother's birthday, and I went to the house, and everybody in the audience was either somebody from their church or a relative, and it was an all-black audience, and that happens so rarely. I mean, I don't mean to paint the folk music thing as being absolutely lily white, but yeah, it was just a rare thing. And I'm also, just a little sidelight, I'm an amateur aviation historian. I do that for fun. And this woman was not only a retired doctor, but she had her pilot's license and flew small private planes. Yeah. So there was a whole lot to talk about. And that was very recently in Florida. And that was really a fun show. And half of the people in the audience were church musicians. Oh, okay. So here I was doing my folk acoustic thing, and playing for these musicians that are, it was a little daunting for a minute or so, But
anybody join in with your song?
No, they didn't. They just let me. They just nodded and clapped and let me hang myself in front of them. Okay. That was pretty much. But no, I quitted myself well. It was a great afternoon, and the food was great, and
nice.
And the people are now great friends of mine, and we had a ball.
Nice.
But that's kind of the more noteworthy shows of recent. Yeah.
Okay. Very nice.
I was such a strange boy, 40 years or so back then, fat with big thick old glasses, trouble making friends, cruising through my neighborhood, could easily have come to no good end, till I stumbled into the workshops of old white men. Call your mother, you can stay. That's about all they'd ever say. They take the lid off of some old wooden box, and inside with lead gems made of string, spring, wood, and glue. Right then and there, I'm sure I knew firsthand the raw ingredients of old white men. Old white men, get teary-eyed December 7th. Old white men salute every flag they see. Old white men didn't care how cool I couldn't be. A drop of blue will do to helping men. Put the cap on when you're through, said old white men. It was all ball-peen hammers and calipers, dovetail joints and acetone, tubes and printed circuits, screws and spokes and wheels. The difference between truth and opinion. When you're old enough, be sure you vote. Never trust a woman wearing more than 3-inch heels. Oh, white men, living cross-cut chainsaw lives. white men, they don't talk back to their wives. Oh, white men, thanks to them, I can sharpen your kitchen knives with a stone. Sometimes when I'm alone, I wonder what became of old white men. Do they synchronize their watches as on and on time marches? Do the belts need extra notches as their waistlines grow big and round? I call their wives up often, and I carry their husbands' coffins as these gray hairs of my own chase me down. Over the years I outgrew my awkward situation. I went to college, I joined a cause, became the black man I never was. And over the years I learned to view old white men with suspicion, 'cause I'd heard the world was run to ruin by old white men. Last Thursday I was hunched over my Briggs and Stratton, trying to adjust the carburetor when this kid come bending my ear, always bugging me when I'm working. So I said, make yourself seem useful, son. Clean the carbon off that spark plug, wipe it down, and hand it here. Oh, white men, look me squarely in the eyes. Oh, white men, they look right past my skin. Old white men, I can hear them oh so clearly. Are you gonna just stand there with that sanding block, son? Or make it so these pieces fit again?
You've opened for a lot of different, well, not a lot, a few different known names.
No, a
in the
lot.
industry.
No, you're right. I've opened for a lot of people that are known, and has it helped my career? Some, I guess. You know, I'm big in the music business, like a barnacle's big in shipping. But recently, the people that I'm working with on a regular basis is Paul Reiser,
Okay.
the guy from Mad About You,
Yes.
and he does quite a bit of touring, doing stand-up, and I'm his opening act of choice.
Oh, nice.
And I did a year and a half, over 150 shows with George Carlin before he died. That was about a decade ago. And in between there, I've been out with everybody from Tom Rush to a couple times for Aretha Franklin, once for Anita Baker. And yeah, I'm name dropping. Yeah, I'm name dropping, girl. I'm dropping them names. Mm-hmm. But it's always a great opportunity. I mean, I like those shows best when my name is not on the marquee,
Oh, okay.
because people will come in to see. They think they're getting the main act, and they're disappointed for about 10 seconds when I step up to the microphone. And then I have them, but they're not out in the lobby getting a drink going, we don't need to be in there if there's an opener.
Yeah. I get why you do.
You know, if
Yes.
they know there's an opener,
Yeah.
they're going to stay away. But if they don't, then I get the element of surprise,
Right.
and I garner new fans that
Good.
way. Yeah, it works
Great
out.
way to do it. Yeah, absolutely.
This song is a tribute to a group of people that go my mind. They never get their propers, they never get their due. And this is their song. Once upon a time when we were dead and just wandering around, biting and eating everybody all over town. Not a lot of brain function at the old spinal cord junction, so we amble and we ramble and make the strangest of sounds. We all that tromping and marauding and human smorgasbord and other zombie business, you know, a zombie surely can't get bored. So when two zombies meet each other and bump foreheads, there's no mistake. It's a perfect opportunity for some zombie patty cake, zombie patty cake. Clap the back of both hands, and the right, then the left, and the wrist of your friends. You hope your arms don't fall off, or your elbows don't break. Other than that, have yourself a good time. Play you some zombie patty cake. Well, I think I ate the sailor that went to CCC. He tasted kind of salty. Well, at least he did to me. And I remember very fondly that baker just as fast as he can. I have it on good authority that he's the sweetest old man. Yeah, we have lowered expectations whenever we try to dance, cause you're bound to step on somebody's foot and take down their zombie pants. And if zombie pants falling down wasn't the worst mistake, when your leg come clean off with it, it's time for zombie patty cake, zombie patty cake. Clap the back of both hands, and the right, then the left, and the wrist of your friends. We thought about square dancing, but all those rules, for goodness sake, let's do something we can handle. Let's play some zombie patty cake. So if you ever wake up and you find yourself dead, and you and your zombie friends are walking around scratching your head, and you're looking for entertainment options in which we all can partake, I'll get yourself a zombie partner, play some zombie patty cake. Zombie patty cake, clap the back of both hands, and then the right, then the left, then the wrist of your friends. We thought about breakdancing, but no. Zombie patty cake, clap, right, left, don't forget the wrist. Arm wrestle's out of the question, there's just too much at stake, so we go with this option. We go for zombie patty cake.
You know, I'm going to ask you about the voice.
Ah, the voice. That was quite the thing. I mean, I got an email from somebody asking me to audition, and it wasn't a cattle call audition. Well, it was kind of a cattle call. I had to go down to D.C. and I auditioned, and they only wanted non-original tunes, and I went down and did that and made it through that round. And then I did a second round of sort of audition-y kind of stuff. I got right up to the point where they were going to finally start putting me in front of the real judges and looking at wardrobe, and I got cut. Oh. And in a lot of ways, a lot of the underground hub of that show is that it's better if you get cut early, rather than not when I got cut, but get partway down the line and then get cut, rather than winning, because if you win, they own you.
Right.
And that contract is about that thick.
Yeah.
It's a couple days reading to get through what you can and can't do without permission and everything else. But I've known a couple people that have gotten further than I, and they have decent careers. And it was. To get sequestered out in a hotel out in California was strange. I had to ask permission to go for a jog around the hotel.
Really?
Yeah, because they don't want you to leave the premises.
Yep.
And, speak to anybody else about what's going on. It's all very, very CIA hush kind of stuff.
Wow.
It was an experience. The food was great.
The food was great.
I was hotel food, Oh. So that's about as far as I went, though.
So you're happy you did it, though?
Yeah, I'm glad I did it. I mean, it didn't cost me anything.
Sure.
And I can put that on my resume just like I can put I'm a size 10.5 shoe. Don't look so sad. I know it's over, but life goes on, and this whole world will keep on turning.
Let's just be glad for all the time we had together. There's no need to watch these bridges that we're burning. Lay your head upon my pillow. Hold your warm and tender body close to mine. Hear the whisper of the raindrops blowing soft against my window. And make believe you love me one more time. For the good time, I'll get along. You'll find another, and I'll be here if you should ever find you need me. Don't say a word about tomorrow or forever. There'll be time enough for sadness when you leave me. Lay your head upon my pillow. Hold your warm and tender body close to mine. Hear the whisper of the raindrops blowing soft against my window. And make believe you love me one more time. Lay your head upon my pillow. Hold your warm and tender body close to mine. Hear the whisper of the raindrops blowing soft against my window. And make believe you love me one more time. For the good times, for the good times. Whoa.
Now, I believe you're currently working on a new CD.
I am. I don't have a name for it yet, but it is. It's a little daunting.
Uh-huh.
It started off. The CD started off to be a very kind of intimate sounding drums and bass, light, and it turns out that it's just far beyond that at this point.
Oh.
There's strings and a lot of Hammond B3 and Al Green's keyboard players playing on it, and Chris Smither is on this CD. Mike Posner, the rock and roll guy. I'm name dropping again, but I have to. It's Anya Minot, the Celtic harpist,
Yes.
is on this CD. Everybody came out to be on this CD, so it's got some Celtic stuff on it. It's got straight up R&B. It's got some spoken word. It's going to be a magnificent mess.
Wow.
So I'm daunted and I'm very psyched about it. We're mixing it as we speak. So,
Oh, I can't wait to hear it.
I can't wait to hear it too. Because
Wow.
every time it goes by, every time I listen to something new that we've done, my brain goes, what are you doing, and why are you doing it?
Right.
So,
Now I know you have a little campaign going, like a GoFund type of thing.
yeah,
Help
it's
with that?
it's in house. I didn't go to any of those marketing fund me kind of things. I just do it through my mailing list and through Facebook. And now I don't know what your cable rules are, but you can go to VanceGilbert.com and
right.
figure out how to do that. And I'm still taking in a lot of what I want to do with this CD is based upon not just how musical it's going to be, but how and where I can promote it. And that's really going to be a big deal and quite expensive.
Right.
At least the cost of the CD and
Right.
more.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's exciting.
It is exciting.
That's
It's a
so
blast.
exciting. Okay, so you're coming to visit us in April.
Yay.
April 27th. So what can people expect?
Well, take a listen to the tunes as they went by, and there'll be some of that. There's going to be some comedy. I'm kind of a mixed bag with the guitar. It's going to be a fun show. And a friend of mine said, years ago, my favorite review of this came from a friend of mine. He says, I laughed, I cried, I peed. I mean, can you say pee on cable? I'm not sure. Yeah, but I want to send people home with the sense that they have been fully musicked.
Yes.
I want them to see. I want them to hear great poetry. I want them to have a little more hope, and I want them to check themselves too. I want them to look over themselves and pick off the moral and the emotional lint off their shirts and jackets and I can't ask for anything more than that.
Right.
Yeah, I just want them to come and enjoy good acoustic music.
Exactly.
I think I'm that.
I think you are. I think you are. And by the way, the show is at Wachusett Music Series in Harvard, Mass, April 27th. You can go to my website.
Harvard, Mass.
Harvard, Mass. At the UU Church. And the website is wachusettmusic.net. And you can go there and buy tickets and find out all about what Vance is doing. So I think maybe that's all I have right now.
Cool,
so can
great.
you tell us what else you might be doing? How people can find you?
Again, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, snail mail. You can find me primarily at VanceGilbert.com and check it out. I'm glad to be here. I wore my pink shoes for you people.
There you go.
And come out to the show. And thanks for your support of me and of Harmonies.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Zombie patty cake. Clap the back of both hands, and the right, then the left, and the wrist of your friends. You hope your arms don't fall off, or your elbows don't break. Other than that, have yourself a good time. Play you some zombie patty cake. Well, I think I ate the sailor that went to CCC. He tasted kind of salty. Well, at least he did to me.